Welcome to ATM Society Watch. This is the program where we ventilate societal issues, give them aggregate attention with a view to propose solutions that will benefit humanity. And on today's Society Watch, we'll be discussing numbers of issues starting from Abia State. Government's plan to deworm 60,000 pupils. From Enugu State, Governor Mba declares reward for 25,000 to civil servants. From Lagos State, government says 340 husbands reportedly spousal abuse in 1 year. From Kaduna State, son kills father for manifesting in dream as bird. On governance, NLC TUC suspends strike, instruct workers to return to work. On economy, World Bank commenced payments of $300 million palliative loans. These are the issues we will be looking at today. And joining me in this conversation today is a development expert. I will introduce him to you after the short break. Do stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network, and I told you I won't be doing this alone. I have with me a development expert. I'm talking about Dr. Domingo Levi. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's go straight to our stories for today. Coming from Abia State. On Tuesday, the Abia State government initiated the in-school deworming programs aiming to reach 60,000 students in both public and private schools. Mrs. Priscilla Oti, the wife of the governor, emphasized the program's proactive nature in preventing the health of Abia children, announcing its commencement in 6 local government areas. She said by providing regular deworming treatment in our school, we are taking a significant step towards protecting our children from the harmful effects of this parasite. Represented by the wife of the Deputy Governor, Ms. Adeze Emetu, the Abia First Lady explained the in-school deworming program in the state signifies our unwavering commitment to ensuring the welfare of every children who entered our school gates. Our decision is to focus on children aged 6 to 14 years was informed by Rich Tater, indicated that most donor agencies typically pay more attention to children between the age of 0 to 5 years, recognizing its gap and its implication for our growing generation. They said governments, through the in-school deworming program, decided to address it to ensure that every child in Abia is dewormed. Wow. Let's go back. The First Lady of Abia State has initiated the in-school deworming program. According to her, this is a significant step towards protecting children from harmful effects of parasites. But do you think that the indigents will appreciate this program, given the fact that there are other pressing issues, other pressing needs in the state? Would they appreciate this?
Well, It's not a very good initiative, though they have started it, because the people of Abia have more things to think about. Now let's go back to the school system, the primary school system. You're talking about ages 6 to 14, which means they're falling in the basic primary, which is from primary, primary 4 to GS3. Now, if you look at this, there are other issues that are more pressing. Now, you're going to deworm 60,000 children. Good. Have you made provision for water, good water for them to drink in the school? Have you put together the basic amenities so that they don't go back, maybe contracting more dangerous parasite like tapeworm? Because most of these schools in the rural communities in Abia, they drink from the stream. If you go to areas like Osisioma, down the bridge, there's always bridge there, rural, you see that the schools here are very local in Aba. Go down to Umuahia, go down to other areas. You discover that the need of the school or the children of Abia State is not deworming. People are hungry. You want to deworm them on empty stomach. Well, it's part of how government wastes money. Besides, it won't be as if the first lady is not doing anything. Let it be that she has started deworming them. Probably after deworming them, they will think of something else to do with what is left of the funds within coffers. But if you ask my opinion, it's not a well thought out plan. When you talk about developing rural communities, deworming is not one of them. Yes, you say it's health wise, and even in health, it's not one of them. There are things like malaria. It's ravaging our communities. A lot of people die of malaria on a monthly basis, especially pregnant women. The mortality rate is high. You say, what? Yes, these are more tedious ailments that if she wants to go into primary health care delivery as part of her development initiative as First Lady, she should look at those areas. Or probably give these people food. Get the women trained, the mothers trained in basic business, and they can fend for themselves. One medicine is not 100 naira. You do one once in 3 months. So every 3 months they will spend billions to go and deworm the children, 60,000 children.
It can't be 100 naira. Remember, there's hike in everything in
there's
Nigeria.
hike. Worst case scenario, 200 naira. The one medicine is there. It's once in 3 months, or is it monthly? But it's not a well thought out plan.
All right, let's look at the next story for today from Enugu State. Enugu State Governor Peter Mba has revealed a cash initiative ranging from 10,000 to 25,000 for state workers from December to April 2024, aiming to alleviate the impact of the fuel subsidy removal. The governor expressed optimism about the timely conclusion of new minimum wages negotiation during the joint news briefing with organized labor at the government house in Enugu State on Wednesday. He said that his administration was also implementing other social intervention apart from cash transfer to better the lives of Enugu State workers. Boa said that the welfare of workers remain a priority of his administration. He said that his laudable goal of the state could not be attended without a happy workforce. He also announced an increase in the state social register enrollment from 45,000 to 260,000. The governor also promised to lift more indigent citizens out of poverty through cash transfer and other social interventions. The payment is going to continue until April 2024, he said. Now, we had in a report where a former military head of Taraba State, that's Abdulsalami Abubakar, expressed dissatisfaction with 30,000 minimum wages that he was talking to our president, and then citing that it is unacceptable in the current reality in Nigeria. And again, we also have in a report where the Vice President Kashim Shettima identify education and skill development as a way forward for addressing poverty and hunger in the country. Now, Governor Mba is talking about 10,000 to 25,000 to alleviate the impact of fuel subsidy removal. In what ways does he expect this cash award to help with impact of the, impact of the fuel subsidy removal on the state workers. How does he expect this to happen? Meanwhile, we have even Nigerians already complaining that they do not want palliatives. They don't want 25,000. They don't want 35,000. Give us fish. In other words, show us how to fish. In other words, provide job for us. So how do you think this will help?
Well, number one, I want to applaud the governor to an extent, not completely. Because I heard him the other day when he got his victory from the court over the allegation of NYSC. And he was saying that the state will become a reconstruction site. I was wondering what he wants to do. But this one, he now came up to say 10,000 and 25,000 naira for state workers. Now, mind you, the informal sector has more persons employed, and they are even ill-paid. I use the word ill-paid. They are not well-paid. Now, you'll be shocked that the civil service is crying out for 30,000. That 30,000 minimum wage is too small. There are persons that earn 5,000, 15,000 in the same country. They are not captured in the minimum wage equation. Now, this gentleman is talking about 10,000 for some persons, 25,000. So I don't know the rationale for the sharing or the sharing formula, but the reality of the fact is we don't need cash transfer palliatives. If you want to dash us money, dash us money. Don't tell us it's palliative. The people of Anambra, Enugu State are not looking for such palliative. What they need is to bring back Enugu State to where it used to be, an independent state that is a coal city. It means almost everybody in Enugu, as at the time Enugu was bubbling, was independent of his own, and they were doing well. People want to go back to their personal businesses. In Enugu, there is a place they call Artisan Avenue. So what has happened to the artisan village in Enugu, that area? Those artisans, they didn't call that place Artisan Avenue or whatever, just for the namesake. It means artisans were there, they were doing something, they were contributing to the economy, not just of the state, of the country. So now, if you want to really do proper palliative, deliver palliative, you have to go back to build small, micro, and medium enterprise. That's palliative. Give them the basic training, probably do create the basic funding. Funding, not dashing them money. Funding in the sense that they come, you have a social register, and thank God, moving from 60,000 or so to 200 and something thousand. Now, from that social register, you form a pool of small businesses. Then, these small businesses register with government or with the agency of government that is responsible, not the ones that will steal the money. Then they move the money to a bank. The bank manages the funds, so that if the bank gives them a single-digit interest loan, let's say 3% interest for a loan of 100,000 naira, and the person goes back and does, and the bank monitors, they set up an M&E, where these people are properly monitored and evaluated, so that whatever they are doing, over time they give report. You'll be shocked that this will return the money. Some people will run away, will catch them, prosecute them. But by the time you throw 25,000 naira to somebody for between now and April, you would have given him about, April is about 6 months. You have given him about 150,000 naira. And 150,000 naira is useless. And you'll be shocked. Those that will get it 25,000 naira are political allies. Those people are the so-called grassroots people. Or some politicians will put 100 names to collect 25,000 naira. So every month somebody has put 100 names or 1,000 names, is going with about 250,000 or 2.something million monthly from that pool until the 6 months is complete. So it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. If you want to add it to civil servant salary, they want to add it to salary of civil servants. It's ideal to an extent. Why add it to their salary? Why not improve their salary? Because the minimum wage negotiation, there is a clause in that law that states can negotiate, but it must not go below the minimum wage. Why not negotiate with your state, your civil service, and boost their salary, not give them a 6 months palliative that is not worth it?
Anyways, this is a good news for Enugu State people.
Yeah, they should rejoice.
All right, so our next story is from Lagos State. The Lagos State government revealed 340 husbands reported spousal abuse as stated by Ms. Titi. Executive Secretary of the Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency in quarterly reported covering September 2022 to July 2023. The disclosure note has increased incidents of domestic violence reports from male during this period. She expressed worry over the trend, saying the agency is currently handling the cases to find an amicable resolution. The Lagos State government, via the Joint Task Force for Executive Order on Safeguarding and Child Protection, has initiated monitoring and assessments across the 6 education districts. The task force includes representatives from the Office of Education Quality Assurance, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Youth and Social Development, Lagos State Safety Commission, State Universal Basic Education Board, Child Protection Network, and Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency. The Lagos State government is saying that at least 340 husbands has been beaten by their wives in the last 1 year. I mean, this is alarming. It seems women are mostly victims of domestic violence, and they are coming up with this. Could it be that men don't speak up about their plight they face in their homes? And this is about 340. It's alarming.
It's a culture shock, because culturally it's assumed and believed that it's a male gender that domestically abuse
the women.
Well, that's not the reality. Somebody was telling me about their neighbor, the woman that beats the husband every day, and the husband will be shouting. The village, the community, or the people there will be saying, "Don't, no kill him, no kill him." If the man runs out, she'll go and grab him and bring him back. You understand? It's madness. Now, because his own is known, sometimes when he goes out, they say, "Woman rapper." Probably he's just trying to play safe. Or maybe he doesn't know what to do. Or he knows where he got the wife from. Maybe she was a retired boxer, and carried that, or a bouncer. But that's not the case here. The male are not spoken of. Abuse, sexual abuse on male. And when growing up, we had of secondary school girls that raped a granite boy till he died. One of those girls' schools in Port Harcourt. I know you must have, if you live in Port Harcourt, you would have had that story. But you know, it doesn't sound normal in the African mentality, especially in Nigeria. They believe that you should be able to manage your home and probably beat the woman. Somewhere is your or your state or Ogun State, sometime 4 or 5 years back, that 2 lawyers, male and female lawyers, married. They had misunderstanding. They said the woman used a mortar pistol on the man. They went back to church. You know, church has a problem here. Church now resolved the matter and asked them to go back home. And in the night, she stood up and stabbed him to death. And after stabbing him to death, she now took her phone and called her mother that she has killed him. I don't know if her matter has been resolved, but she's been prosecuted then. But you see, you don't, when the man says, "My wife is beating me," it sounds funny. You understand? It sounds funny, but it's happening every day. It's just like the boy child. Everybody's talking about the girl child. Nobody's talking about the boy child, because they feel the boy child is taken care of. That's how they feel the man is taken care of. Society has given him so much, but the truth is, people are dying in silence every day. A man, I don't know what they say he did. The woman boiled oil and poured him on the back, that he was having an extramarital affair. It could kill him. You know, some persons have mental health disorder, and we have to check them. Some of these women have mental health issues, and they should be checked. You know, you don't just jump into marriage because you want to marry. There are people that are abusing their spouses, females, before marriage. I say, don't marry this woman. She will kill you one day, and you will say it's a mistake. And she can kill you, and the people who think it's you are the one trying to kill her, and she managed to escape, then you died. So let them prosecute the women.
Now, will you say that all of these are happening because they do not have enough uh, um, these initiative programs organized for men? Because people will say that it's always women, women, women. They don't have any for men. Would you say that is the reason? And you said something while you were talking that church have a lot of rules,
Yes.
enough rules to play here, and most of these people are not actually Christians, if you ask me. So why did you
No.
bring
You'll
that
be
in?
shocked. A good number of them are Christians. In fact, born again Christians. A good number of them are Christians. Some women I know of a family where the woman is trying to arrogate all the power to herself that she's not the man because probably she has more money more than the man. You understand me? And they're in church.
So are you saying that church has a role to play than
The
family?
church should be able to tell the people the truth. And the problem of the church is that most churches will side the woman. They feel that the man is not doing well, so they will stand behind the woman. The same way society is standing behind the woman. So it's a cultural thing. This church will support the woman to try to resolve because they don't want problem. They don't want people to leave their church. They don't want to hear that it was in their church that the marriage got broken and the woman is abusing the man.
And what happened to the family?
The family is disintegrated now because the children are seeing. Except they don't have children. Neighbors' children are seeing. So it's not about them, it's about the society. Because if a man and a woman are married and the woman is beating the man, and in that environment they live, there are children, they will be learning. They will ask their mother, why is their mother not beating their father? You understand? So if it's in a house where they have male children and the mother is beating their father, the boy will think it is normal growing up. Or the boy will develop an aggressive mindset against the female folks. And she will grow up being abusive. If it's a woman, a girl child, she will think it's normal to attack the other gender in the name of protecting herself because the woman has reasons for attacking the man. Everyone have good reasons, but they should be prosecuted. If it's a man that is involved in domestic violence and we take them to FIDA, I don't know if FIDA is going to feed on these ones. Should take them to court and prosecute them accordingly, not tell us stories. How many of them were prosecuted out of the 340? You should have told us that we've gotten judgment for one or two. Not tell us this is a story. They should tell us how many of these persons have been taken to court and prosecuted accordingly. You understand?
So do you think there's something that states, communities, governments need to do to be able to mitigate this?
Yes. What, not just the state government or a community, the individuals involved must wake up and tell themselves the truth. Don't try to form. I'm a man now. If I go and tell them my wife is beating me, they'll say I'm not man enough. The woman will kill you. That's where it starts. Report every incident of abuse, either to family or to relevant agencies. Why did I say family? Because family is the first point of call. So that if the woman is abusive, the family can call her. Say, don't do this, you're going to disgrace us. Because we know we still have family value in Africa, especially in Nigeria. Even as the woman goes to report the man to family, let the man also report to her family that your other people won't kill you. If they know small beating, let them know that their daughter has turned to something else. So if they're saying good for you, then you know that you have to look for a way. Call the police. But I know no responsible family will see that their daughter is abusing the husband, whether verbally, emotionally, physically, and say thumbs up. No responsible family will do that. They'll call out all that. Then if the family cannot control her, probably they belong to a church. Then go to the church. If the church cannot control her, maybe you go to the police.
If the police cannot control,
Then you think of what to do with your life because you die there.
that is why we are here. What should they do?
No, well, they should go to the relevant. They should go to court because once you get to the police, that's where it ends. It's the police that initiate the process. So you go to court and tell them, look, you don't want to die, you want to go alive. So if the court feels that, or they can prove it beyond reasonable doubt, that your life is threatened, then the marriage can be dissolved. That's the reality.
And what impact do you think this will have in the life of children?
No, the children are already suffering because they will suffer. That's why I said first thing for us, go to family because it's family that has the right resolution and the church. because the court doesn't have anything to offer. The court will only tell you, since you don't want him to die, you two of you should go your separate ways. But the church will come in, try to do counseling, try to pray, try to encourage them to forbear one another in love according to the scriptures. You understand? Family will try to settle, let this not escalate. But the court will look at the facts on ground and make a decision based on the facts you can present. But family doesn't look at facts. They try to mitigate and make peace. So family and church is the first point of call. Before you, if you want to die, then you run away for your life before you die.
All right, we hope that the people, those involved, will be able to do something like he said, that the first point of contact is family. I mean, reach out to your family, can't afford to die. And one will ask, how come this one doesn't fly like, you know, when a man abuses a woman? But this
it's not good news. It doesn't fly because it doesn't fly because nobody expects you to be beaten by your wife, and they feel you're stupid to be beaten by your wife. Growing up, I have this very short man. His wife is 6 feet plus, massive woman. I don't know how he's managing, but I think he's doing well. You know, a comedian said, a pastor said, if you know your wife is not controlling you, come to the front. And one man came, a very small man, and all the men stood behind him. Yeah, looked at the little man. Come, you the short man. All these big men are standing there. You came out. He said, yes. Say, how are you managing to control your wife? Say, no, it's his wife that asked him to come out. So that's how it goes.
This is a society that this story from Kaduna State don't go nowhere.
Every day, our lives are changed by history.
We want people, all of us.
Leaders, politics.
Nobody's ambition is what the blood.
I have fought very firmly.
Natural occurrence, war, and the world economy.
And I belong to nobody.
ATN covers it all on ATN Politics today.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network, and still in this conversation with me is Dr. Damigo Levi. All right, this story is coming from Kaduna State. The resident of Makakia village in Kaduna, Dangon Cave local government area experienced horror as a 20-year-old man, David Felix, reportedly murdered his father, believing he had manifested as a bird in his dream. The source told newspaper on Wednesday that Felix told us that his late father recurrently manifested in his dream as a bird and as a human face, attempting to harm him. It was gathered that during interrogation at the headquarters of the police, the suspect admitted to committing the crime. He, however, expressed regret over his actions, saying he took the action after waking up from dream and hit his father with a pistol while the father was asleep. His action eventually led to his death. Wonder shall never end. Felix is saying that his father used to appear in a dream as a bird, and because of that, he confidently picked up a pistol to hit his father on the head, and which led to his death. Will you say that this is a psychological issue? Is this religious? I mean, what's your position on this story?
Listening to the story and hearing the name of the suspect, he should be a Christian. Felix David, not a Muslim. Zango Katab in Kaduna State is a Christian part of Kaduna. So probably he has narrated his dreams to somebody, because he said it has been continuous, not a one-off thought. That has told him maybe his father is a witch and he wants to kill him. So kill him before he kills you. And that's one of the very satanic doctrine that has taken the airwaves in recent times. We don't preach love in church anymore. We're preaching vengeance. I've seen scripture, they say vengeance is of the Lord, but now vengeance is mine, says the people, because they now go all out to execute judgment by themselves, not God anymore. Now, is the father a witch? I don't know. Is he a wizard? I don't know. What was the kind of dreams he has been having recurring? I don't know. According to him, he said the man came in with a bird-like figure with a human face.
Yes.
So he should be a witch by his own judgment, and he suffered not a wish to live. So he had to execute that judgment of someone not a wish to live, which I think is not right. Again, as I said, the question is, where does he go to in the name of worship? Is it an instruction from his cleric, or is it something he read somewhere, or did he do it out of fear, anxiety as he woke up? These are things that the lawyers will be able to find out. This is murder, not manslaughter. It's murder. So I don't know how his lawyers will be able to turn it around to be manslaughter, where he will not get the maximum capital punishment of death. But it's a pitiable state, and people should begin to, as I said earlier, the mental health of our people is of great importance. Most times the young man would have been hallucinating. He has mental health disorder. Some persons in Nigeria, we only know that people have mental health, so when they have run into the street, they say they are mad. But a lot of people are going through depression, they have issues in their mental health, and nobody is saying anything about it. Outside this client, outside this country, in Europe and other parts, when somebody begins to hallucinate and begin to say things like that, they take them into a mental asylum, take them to the hospital, psychiatric, to check them, to ensure that they are okay. Some people just wake up that they don't feel like killing somebody. And once somebody begins to say that whether it's a joke, you have to go and clear with the psychiatric doctor that you are joking, and you stay there for a while for you to get clearance to come back to reintegrate to society. A lot of people are walking on the street. They are time bombs waiting to explode at the barest provocation. So it's a very sad one. But aside from whether the man is a witch or not, whether he had issues or he was instructed by his pastor or his cleric or not, the bottom line is that there are mental health issues in Nigeria.
But remember, we have peer pressure, not just
yes, peer pressure, drugs. People are getting into all manner of substance abuse. We don't know the one he took before he slept that told him that the man is a witch. I saw on the depression. I saw on social media the other day, a young man was just standing by the road. People were just walking. He saw a small car passing, and waiting for this big tipper. He just dived under the tire. Thank God for the man was a bit fast, but he already climbed part of his head. You could see when they brought him out, he had bruises. He wanted to die. So people are in this country. So any little trigger can trigger anything. They had to bring him out and start talking to him. But probably they thought he was dead. But unfortunately, he's going nowhere. He has to stay here and face the country. So people are going through issues.
Okay, I'm talking about people are going through a lot of mental issues in this country, and looking at the fact that a lot is actually going on in the country right now. What do you think the government needs to do? Like organize, we had a World Mental Day where they said they're going to administer, render help to thousands of persons. I don't know when that is going to commence. We are yet to know it. But what do you think they need to do to bring an end to this? Because there are a lot of persons that are into drugs. Especially that is one of the major issues that we have now. And they were talking about going to the bound to destroy it, which that has not happened. So while we are waiting for that to be destroyed, according to what we have in the report, what do you think the government needs to do about this?
Well, the government has a lot to do, and civil society organizations also have a lot to do. Number one, in the area of government is to make regulation and probably set up agencies that will help monitor and manage the process. Civil society organization has to do a lot of sensitization, National Orientation Agency, reorientation and stuff like that. Because basically, the amount of illicit substance in the country is alarming. It's alarming. Unfortunately, in some parts of the city of Port Harcourt, almost everybody is on one form of drug or the other. So you don't know what they are taking. So what they need is to be given proper training, value reorientation, valid value reorientation. Not just value, because people say that doing value reorientation is not valid. People should know that this is not going to help them. It's not feeling high. You can't be higher than the most high now. So you want to be high. You high yourself into trouble. So the young man in question has not said what he did. So it's not dream. It's high. So the main thing is that the government should take the initiative. They should not wait for donor agencies to come and do it. Because we're losing our prime, the next generation to drugs and all this mental health disorder. They should take the initiative to look at set up agencies, not money consuming agencies where they will just bring their commission, like what former governor of Imo State did, Commissioner of Enjoyment and Family Fulfillment gave to it. No, that's not what we need. We need an agency that will look into these issues.
Now, this is really complicated because with the story that we have here, an eyewitness said, according to him, that this has happened more than 5 times. There are siblings.
Yes.
Mother is there. No family member say, yes, this is what our son has been experiencing in the dream.
Yes.
Rather, is an outsider that refused to disclose his or her name. So, do you really think that this is a dream?
The outsider is not an insider. So, or her view may not be taken seriously. It can be regarded as a hearsay. If the mother or other members of his family have said, look, this is what is happening, then it will take it more serious. But if the man is a witch, as I said earlier, how do you cannot test a witch by his blood now. There is no pathological test to validate who is a witch or a wizard. You understand? It's all spiritual, and they should go and pray.
All right, let's look at our last story for today on economy. The World Bank has initiated um, the disbursements of the approval approved 800,000 million to the national social service program with approximately 299.99 million already disbursed to Nigeria. The program is designed to address the impact of the fuel subsidy removal, aimed to provide monthly cash transfer to impoverished and vulnerable Nigerians. President Bola Tinubu launched the conditional cash transfer program in October 2023, targeting 15 million households receiving 75,000 within 3 months. The federal government is currently seeking a consulting firm to upgrade the system for the cash transfer program, ensuring effective and efficient delivery of benefits to the poor and vulnerable. The federal government is, they're trying to upgrade the system now. This is money that was, this initiative will just come up. It's something that has been there for months or two, and the federal government is looking for an organization that will upgrade the system now to befit this transfer of money. Could it be that they were not prepared for this?
Well, the money, the loan has been, or the grant has been requested for a long time ago, $800 million, and now 300 million has been disbursed to Nigeria, and the money must be spent. I think I was on this station sometime ago when we discussed this, and I said the rationale for ascertaining the poor and vulnerable in Nigeria is what I don't know, because there are graduates that are jobless. You understand me? They are poor and vulnerable. In Rivers State, sometime in the month of July, the Rivers State government cancelled employment of over 1,000, close to 2,000 persons. Those people are poor and vulnerable in Ignatius Ajuru University. Those people are poor and vulnerable. Will they consider those groups also in their 75,000 naira disbursement? So you see, they say it authoritatively that this is a scam that has been orchestrated to rape the poor in Nigeria. And this government say let the poor breathe, and I can tell you they are suffocating the poor with all their might. How do you know who is a poor and vulnerable one? What is the statistics? How did you go about evaluating the people on the street to know that this one, Mr. A, Mr. B, is poor and vulnerable? In Rivers State, how many of these 15 million households are in Rivers State? Secondly, how much is 75,000 naira for 3 months? How much 75,000 naira for 3 months will change the life of the poor and vulnerable? The government has a lot to answer. Their economic team, I don't know what they're doing. They need to consult real people to talk to them. It's not sharing money. The problem of Nigeria has been sharing money, and they've been sharing money since 1999 to date. And life has not changed. Can we stop sharing money and start creating value for Nigerians? This government and previous government has not created value. Jonathan did you win. I know somebody that won the you win, and she's in business to date. And what value did Buhari government create? Now they did trader money, 5,000, is it 30,000? They went to share money in the market. People took it and cooked soup, and it was gone. It's trader money. Thank you, sir. They put in their pocket. Out of the trade, they fed children in their homes during COVID, and spent 80-something billion, a million or so. And those children never saw the food, and some persons went, and nobody has proved anybody. And now we have $299.99 million US, and somebody say he wants to disburse them. No, now they should stop lying to us. We are bigger than this. Nigerians are not goats that you can just come and say eat grass. If you don't rub his mouth that he is eating grass. No, it's not done that way.
But again, if this 75,000 actually reach a number of persons, because of course it can't reach everybody.
Yes.
If it eventually gets to quite a number of persons, do you think that is enough to mitigate the kind of challenge that we are going through?
It will create more problem. Are you getting me? Because as I said earlier, if this 75,000 naira gets out, it will get into the hands of political allies. The people that are vulnerable will not see it.
And if it gets to the vulnerable,
it won't get there.
Why are you so optimistic about that?
You know why?
Why?
Because those that will share it will be members of the party. The companies they are sourcing for now is a loyal man, a loyal member of the party. They are sourcing for the loyal list that they can give the money to, and the person will make returns. Any person that they will give the money to that want to carry out the job, they won't give it to him. I say it, and I stand to be corrected, because we can tell you over the years they have not changed their skin. The Leopard can't change the skin. These people are after, they want to finish Nigeria. It's the truth. And they are doing it systematically. And nobody's seen anything wrong with it. Nobody's seen anything wrong with it. But Nigerians are like the proverbial elderly woman that they said does not learn how to dance. She just knows it, so she just keeps her back like that. And she's, so people say she's dancing. The woman is sick. Nigeria is sick.
The president is talking about system upgrade before they start this money. It means that they are ready for this money to get to the vulnerable.
Yes, that's what they said. But we know it. I know, I don't know about you, that it will not get to them. What was the system before that they're upgrading? They should have told us, this is the system we have that want to upgrade. Who built that system? Was it not the same system that Buhari used for his 15,000 naira cash, conditional cash, beyond conditional cash transfer? I don't know. And the trader money. Trader money, they took it to, they brought money and they were giving people by hand. What system distributed that fund? I saw it on NTN News. And they thought they were doing us good. They brought money, kept on the table, and they were sharing it. No, now, we're bigger than that. Even the boys can't even rob them because they came with soldiers. They're waiting for them to share it. And some community people will still collect your 10,000. Somebody's collecting 1,000 from you. It's not useful.
Now you just cited example how they brought money to table and share it in the hand. But this time they're talking about system upgrade. It means that they have put all modalities in place to be able to disseminate this money, to disburse this money.
When you say system upgrade, probably they want to move it from a manual sharing to an automated manual sharing was a system. But not just everything is a system. When you want to upgrade a system, you want to move it from the manual, probably to a computerized one, where people will submit their names and they will update their database with those names and pay those people. Now, those people that you took their names, I have been in politics, they go to the wards, and it's only political card holders that they keep. And most of the people that will collect that money are people that have money. Get me? Politicians, ward ESCO, who they say bring 1,000 names. What that will submit, know who they are submitting their names. One person can submit 3 names, and they will spread the money across the region, and to return back to them, they will tell them, look, when you collect money, bring my share. You don't know what is happening. These politicians are not, they don't love Nigeria. They are in for business. And you can't change them now because they've been doing it for a long time. Unfortunately, God is just allowing them. The only thing they would have all died, so just start a new fresh this thing. But God is not man. As the average Nigerian, he's not praying good prayer for these people. Because Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are suffering. And God is giving them long rope to repent. They don't want to change. They are killing the country every day. I'm passionate about this, and I'm very upset.
Well, our prayers is that there shall be no loss. So we're not praying for anyone to die.
No,
and we
they won't die. That's why God kept them alive, to change, and they don't want to change.
We hope that this money will definitely get to the vulnerable.
Yes, we pray so.
This is the much we can take onto the society watch. Thank you so much, Dr. Domingo.
Thank you very much.
If you miss out, you can join us on all our social media platforms. I am Immaculata Jacob Ericana. Join us on Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, Twitter at Atlantic TV Net, or watch us live on our website at atlanticnetwork.tv. Do remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress.